Sega.
Sega. So the computer we use for recording is kind of broken right now.
Tentatively
fixed. We will see. I'm hoping that if this is going up, this is probably going up during a week that's had all kinds of stuff going on. Because we had a bunch of footage for things, and this is sort of like a test, because we don't want to do Sonic and then lose Sonic, or Pokemon and then lose Pokemon.
So that's
Pokemon
why
especially.
you wanted to just do something completely different.
Yeah, so like I decided basically we're going to do Dark Souls. Because you've never played this game. This game is very popular on YouTube. There are a lot of much better players than we're going to be.
Does, like, you can just toss a rock at YouTube and hit Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, and they'd probably enjoy it if you were just sitting there throwing rocks at them. But we're gonna start a new character. You've never played it. Like that's gonna be at least some draw here. You've never played it.
A character name.
Yeah, I'll get up and I'll do that. Just do the other things
Hundera.
first. Are you required to do that first?
I don't know.
Okay, I guess I'll name them. Give me a second.
We're just gonna be Hundera in most things. I think it's fair.
I'm pretty sure. There we go. Had to turn on the monitor to do it. So then we go to accept.
I'm not sure how to click. What is the setup on this controller right now?
It should literally just be
okay.
Exactly what it says.
Okay,
just about.
Are we male and female?
It's entirely your choice.
I thought that there wasn't a female option in this game.
No, there's a female option in this game. There's always been a female option.
I'm thinking of some other game that didn't, I guess. Well,
I'm going to move the mic slightly if you guys hear it. I'm really sorry. Okay.
So I've seen you play this game before, and you played as a male. It doesn't matter, right?
Nope, that change.
So
the gender changes absolutely nothing.
Because I've never seen that there was a female model in this game.
Yeah, there has always been a female option in this game.
Okay, warrior, weapons expert. Okay, knight.
This is the starting class in Dark Souls changes very little.
Okay.
It'll give you some weird stat changes sometimes. All that it really does is it changes your starting equipment.
This is like a more agile warrior.
Yeah.
Guilt-ridden. What if I'm just like a guiltless thief? What if I don't give a shit?
Well, that would make you a bandit.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is this really what they want? That looks like terrible, by the way.
The what? The
bald
design?
with a mask on.
Yeah.
And
well, you're gonna change your physique after this, obviously.
Bandit kind of's got like samurai stuff on.
Little tiny bit. Yeah, I think if you use the right stick, by the way, you should be able to spin the character too.
Oh, is my model just bald until otherwise selected?
Maybe.
Sorcerer.
Maybe.
Pyromancer. Cleric.
Deprived.
Nothing.
Deprived is literally nothing. It's whatever. You're just
but it doesn't matter too much, right?
I would go with Bandit first.
Why?
This doesn't change anything at all. It just changes starting stats and starting equipment.
So, okay, I see the stats over on the side.
Yep.
So it doesn't really matter?
It doesn't...
We're being new.
Okay.
If it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter.
I guess.
Gift. What does this do?
This is the starting item. So let me see this real fast. Just taking the controller from Megan. This is a one-time use healing item.
Okay.
This is I think you get a couple of these. These are actually kind of useful.
More
especially if you
deadly
want to
than
just...
STD bomb.
Standard.
Yeah, no, that's a really unfortunate way to do that.
I know. Black fire bombs are useful if you want to get through the first area very, very fast.
Oh, that's not really necessary, I think.
Twin humanities is useful simply because they're two humanities, but you are going to pick up a crap ton later on. Binoculars, completely useless, but people like to use them sometimes because they just look cool. And they have the ability to look off in the distance and you can see things.
But you can
find those in the game.
Because if this is the only way to get first-person mode, that might be important.
Nope. Pendant does nothing. Literally nothing. And it pissed people off when they found... Because the guy who made this game is named... His last name's Miyazaki, right?
But not
the one you're
Miyazaki.
thinking of, no. Miyazaki in things where, like, when he did interviews with people about this game, told people that the pendant in Dark Souls is going to be what everybody needs to clamor for when they start the game if they've already played the game.
Okay.
That is his choice item. The pendant literally does nothing at all. It is it takes up a slot. That's all it does.
Okay.
It does nothing else.
All right.
Master Key lets you open every door in the game.
Okay, so you could have, like, something that does nothing or something that does everything.
Pretty much.
What is up with this game? What's the next thing?
Tiny Being's Ring. It tells you that HP recovers, like, slowly while equipped. That, I believe, is true, but it's not worth it.
Okay.
It is super not worth it.
Okay.
And then the Old Witch's Ring lets you talk to animals.
Okay, we're getting that.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to suggest. If we're going to start with the Old Witch's Ring, which is totally
slot?
fine.
Is that like some kind of...
No, there's just nothing there. We're going to start with the Old Witch's Ring, because you want to. But if we do that, I'm going to change what our class is. I want us to have the Master Key also. Only if it's okay, because the Master Key is a really broken item.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be broken. I just want to talk to animals.
It's really good to have the Master Key to start with, though,
I want
because
to
it's
start
every
naked.
door. You can start naked. That you don't start the way that you see there on your screen.
Fine.
We could just get naked. Like, that's a thing we can do.
I'm holding you to that.
Yeah. So, physique, you've got average, slim, very slim, large, very large, larger upper body, larger lower body, top heavy, tiny head.
Wait a minute. Top heavy is just your head?
Yeah, top heavy is a big head, and tiny head is small
Aren't there
head.
sliders?
Yes, there are. Pick a general physique, and then we'll start mucking around with sliders.
All right, can I have the thing back?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Because if we're doing sliders, I'm doing sliders.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with giant head.
Okay. So you can click face. There you go. And then you can pick, these are the races, right?
All
so
right.
so go up to the top and we'll read these real fast. So starting with commoner, very average commoner face.
That's just nobody?
Yeah.
Default
Delta
white.
farmer. Yeah, pretty much. Commonly seen face in the 5-finger delta.
Okay.
That is like
Almost
a specific
exactly the
place.
same.
You will never go to any of these areas that it's describing, by the
Okay.
way. Astora royalty is beautiful face of the refined
They're not that
common.
beautiful. They just
in
look like
Astora.
the other. They've got like the same nose. All of these so far.
I think with the female models, the
That's a
defaults
slightly
aren't
different nose.
too different. In all fairness, with the males, it's all over the goddamn place when you actually do this. Intelligent, sharp lines, but scholarly looks. Scholarly looks, invite, insult. There we go. They're a dick.
Okay.
This entire race is dicks.
All right. This one is known for its stalwart clerics. Whatever.
Jubilant Katarina.
So we're. That was a dramatic change.
It's
Just
amazingly
right.
dramatic.
Like they don't
So,
put these in any order of scale
this-
for like coloring.
No. This game is extremely Japanese. People have been getting on From Software's ass for the Katarinans in this game for like
Known
a
for
solid
festivity
decade.
and drink, huh? Okay.
It's literally, here is your dark-skinned race. And they look like mammy characters.
Yeah,
It's
a little bit. Look at those lips.
terrible.
This is the only one who's been smiling in too. Like all of these
I
are
know.
like dour
Oh,
faced
God, I know.
governesses, and then we got this party girl.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
there's
this
a
one
Kareem.
looks ill.
Ominous features associated with the Earl of Kareem. So they're kind of tall and a little thin. Classic Xena, thoughtful, mature face in common in, you read it. It doesn't matter.
Here's a
Great
sad
swamper.
one with sad eyebrows.
They're from the swamp. And then you have the Far East Traveler, who were people from
Okay.
Eastern land of almond eyes and thin lips.
Well, this is a Japanese
This is
game,
a Japanese
so that
game.
probably means Chinese.
It does. It means Chinese.
Okay, so anytime you have like a stereotype that Americans hold against all Asians, Japan holds it against the Chinese.
strictly holds it against the Chinese.
sometimes Korea?
Sometimes Korea, yes. I
Yeah.
accidentally bumped the mic there, but sometimes Korea, yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird as an outsider to that.
Yeah.
To see them do that when
So
we do that.
pick your race.
I'm very tempted to just go with this one because she's the
build your
only one
waifu.
she's the only one who's smiling.
You can change that.
All right. Well, how do I change it? Do I have to go through the rest of this?
Yeah.
Okay. Hair, shaved,
So,
no.
very short, wave. The hair is not going to be great in this game,
Yeah,
I'm going to
well,
warn you.
it's going to get covered up, right?
Yeah, and this game is kind of old to begin with.
Yeah, this is the first
Once again,
one.
I'm pretty sure if you use the right stick, you can rotate
Can you?
the head around.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been trying to tell you that, and it's like...
You have not.
No, I told you, I think, once at least. I recorded it, I know.
What? Oh, okay, whatever. I don't remember this.
Did you go all the way down to the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is kind of a nice braid. I don't know why the texture of the menu is over everything so strongly.
It's a little strange that they chose to do it, but it's supposed to be atmospheric to some point, and it's like, I kind of don't like it personally either.
I kind of like this one. I'm going to start with this one.
Okay.
And color.
Yeah, so this should be color of hair.
this is
I'm pretty
hair
sure,
color.
Yeah.
Some of these look... That's not a dark brown. That's like... blonde with like filters over it.
Yeah,
that's not really a brown. That's very yellow.
I know people with hair that's as that color.
Would you describe them as brunette?
No,
though? No, that's like a dark blonde.
Yeah, like a dirty
That's
blonde.
brown. Why is it? Well, I guess it's red brown, but I wouldn't call this red.
it's like a really light auburn.
Blue,
gray, gold.
Okay, so that's blonde.
And once again, there are descriptions down here, and they describe what each of the colors is.
Oh, rare color of a near extinct race. Okay,
Yep.
so this is natural somehow.
And then burning red hair and eyes, very rare color. And then when you go up and you check things like silver is antiquated, gold.
It's for old people.
Yeah, gold is beloved by certain members of nobility.
Did they really need to give flavor text for the hair color?
This whole game is flavor text.
Jeez.
For people who have never played Dark Souls and maybe are listening to this or watching this and have never seen somebody play Dark Souls is a lot of combat, like an absolute ton of combat.
We're being a foxy grandma.
Okay. And like nothing in terms of lore except through items, and like everything's lore. Literally every time you open the menu, there's something new to read. So these are the actual sliders. I'd be careful with these if I were you.
Why?
You can hit random in here and make monster people very easily.
It's not showing me much difference when I'm
Yeah.
moving this one.
In all fairness, that's one of those sliders where, okay, the sliders, like I said, like sliders totally change a lot. But when you hit random for some of this stuff, it really changes everything. Some of these sliders don't do much, but when you add other sliders to them, they go nuts and will break everything.
What happened?
You clicked hormones!
No, to change the color of the...
Yeah.
Oh god, that's what that does?
Yeah.
Why
It makes you
does the...
lighter? I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, so it's listing as mask... Oh, no, wait a minute. Hold on. What does this one do? Because I thought that was attached to this random button.
No. That's create similar face, same or different.
Okay, so why does that have a slider?
I don't remember.
So why are the
Cave fish have feminine hormones?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It changes the face at the same time too, though. So I can't have dark skin and be. But the default was
You can, but you've got to go into the deeper customization options if you want to change the skin. Yeah,
there's more.
So this is why I figured if we were going to do this, we wouldn't come in here too deeply, because we could dedicate
just, like, shrink the nose.
We could dedicate an entire episode to character creation. We probably already have. Like, we could dedicate hours to character creation.
Well, you've been describing all the flavor text, man.
Well, I've been kind of skimming it, yeah.
Let's see, I don't know what I want to do with this, because it's changing color.
If you want to go back, I think you can just hit the button
Okay,
for back.
so customize further. Should we, like, fast forward through this?
Okay, let me show you something real quick, right?
Okay.
We can go back to the character that you started with if you wanted to. We can't go back to this, but these sliders are kind of basic. I'm just going to hit random a bunch.
Okay. Ugh,
Watch
no,
this.
No, none of these.
If you hit it a ton, you'll start getting faces that are just nonsense. It takes a little bit, but you will start seeing faces that are just absolutely grotesque.
Okay, so I want it to be like a foxy grandma.
Yeah, we can go back to being a foxy grandma. Hold on, this will take me a second. By coming in here and then going face, Katarina, hair, bun, color, silver. You're back to normal.
Okay, but then I did want to like change it a little further.
Okay, then you can
So
go
I
ahead
guess
and go
I
a little
gotta
deeper.
ignore these sliders because they're dumb and go into here. And let's see. I feel like the mouth. Can we change that color?
You might be able to. You're gonna have to find it.
Oh, I can just make her pucker.
Yeah, you can make her pucker nonstop. This really doesn't matter, by the way. We're never going to see this character this closely. I just like to point that out.
Yeah, but I like these things.
I think there's a thing for lip color somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. You could probably find it if you look through some of the other options.
Whoa, fuck. Too far.
Yeah. You can also alter lip size.
Fullness and size seem to be linked.
A lot of these are going to be linked with one another. Using the random, I think you can break some of the links, and that's why some of the faces come up really poor.
Oh, okay, that's the upper lip. That's a little much.
Yeah, no. You're going to learn. A lot of these choices are pretty awful.
Okay.
Got it. I actually don't remember how to change the color of that. I'm starting to think now. I know there's a way to do it, but I don't remember how to.
I don't know if I really need to change this. What am I even changing here? Oh, I'm giving her laugh lines.
Turn the character sideways when you're looking through some of these, and then click on the thing and make sure that it's not changing like the bridge of your nose to be a point coming out. Because sometimes that happens. That one you'd probably need to be square on to find. I think if you...
This is a pretty good grandma face so far, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you want.
What is
that's really
asperity?
I don't
okay,
know.
that's a little more grandma than I need right now.
Okay.
A little middling there. Middling.
Okay.
I think we're good with cheeks. I feel like the nose is like really awkward on this face so far.
Maybe.
I think it's like bring that up not like that though. Not like that. I wanted okay, no, this is the one I want. Bring it up a little bit. What is... that would look fine on certain faces.
Yeah, it would.
A little more.
Not on this one, though.
What is nose asperity? Okay, no, I could see that working. Maybe not that far. There we go.
Half the time I try to do in-depth character creations in this, by the way, they come out looking like horrible mole people a little bit. Like their noses are always straight out. And then they've got this weird shaping to them where it's always like, I'm not going to say like very anime, but it's very cartoon. Because apparently I can't do good noses through sliders.
Well, it just kind of depends on what you're looking for in terms of good. Like I came into this with an idea that she's going to be like a hot grandma. So I gave her like the laugh lines. I think her jaw needs to be a little smoother.
Good luck with Jaws, by the way. You're not gonna get it.
Yeah, that's not what I want.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell is up with, like, just the character creation in this game is so weird. Like, some of it is so impossible to understand.
I need more chin than that. I'm pretty good at this stuff normally.
Yeah.
No, that's...
Oh, God.
What's that look like? A little less, but I want it on the wider side. Let's see. Can I go more? Okay, I can give her a better shade of...
You can go more intricately into the hair color if you really want to. I think you could do the same with skin, but you're not in the right setting for that, if I'm not mistaken.
I want a little more red. I wish they gave us like like a full spectrum for me to just drop a color from?
That is in some of the later games. This game doesn't have that option, unfortunately, but some of the later games do. I think Dark Souls 3 does that specifically. Dark Souls 3 is really good about character creation.
Yeah, you made a creature in that broke the game, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I did at some point.
This is a better sort of not super white. I like this.
Yeah, better... It's a better system with like the clicking of the different sliders and stuff in that game, because rather than going in and affecting everything at once with every single slider, it gives you your early slider system, which is literally like, do you want to change? Angry. Jeez. Like, which kind of eyes do you want? Which kind of nose do you want? What do you want your lips to be? Do you want to put markings on your face or stuff like that? Oh, now she's
that kind of grandma who draws in her eyebrows.
Oh, God, the blinking, though.
Oh, yeah, it broke the blinking a little.
But then you can go into the more intricate, like, customization and then get this if you want to in Dark Souls 3. But Dark Souls 3 tends to... It's actually way, way better for character creation, in my opinion.
Our eyes are falling.
Oh,
this
God.
Were fine where they were.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the character's fine.
Oh, yeah, no, it was. Not anymore.
You give her cat eyes.
Let's see here.
Oh, jeez. So what's this character story going to be? What are you coming up with here? It's an RPG. Come up with your story. What's your backstory?
She owns an inn, and she's really goddamn tired of all them skeletons leaving a mess at their table, so she's gonna go and kill every single one of them.
Okay. Good luck with that. Skeletons are like notoriously some of the hardest enemies in this game.
Really? I thought everything in this game was a skeleton.
Oh yeah, no. You have a lot of so the general the generic enemy.
Okay.
The general sort of generic enemy is going to be like just zombies in general. Skeletons as an enemy typically find one big area that they collect in. We will see kind of a ton of them, though, as this game progresses onward.
So, this is Grandma Hundera.
Oh, great.
I think I'm done with her.
Okay. If you hit B again, it should go back and it should be fine. So then go ahead and hit accept if you want.
Her face.
Yeah, go ahead and hit accept if that's what you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Do you have anything to say before we launch into the game itself?
Sorry that took so long.
Okay.
Go ahead and launch into the game. So we're going to get a cutscene here. I think we're probably going to be talking over it. And oh my God, the white is blinding.
Yeah, the lights are off right now.
The world was
I turned it off because this game's really good if it's dark around the game, because some of the colors are muted in it, and it looks better in the dark than it does in the light.
Makes sense.
So this is the background of just this world in general.
Doesn't this change between games to the point where it doesn't make any fucking sense?
It changes in-game. The background... Dark Souls lore is nuts.
Like, they don't want you to know what's true?
No. Okay, it's not even like they don't want you to know what's true. It's that there are actively things that contradict one another, and it's to the point where it's kind of maybe believed that this is just like a myth then. Like, this is some kind of concept of like, oh, this is almost a religion or something like that. But it's totally untrue.
Except for the parts that are true.
Yeah, except for the parts that are totally true. So this is like, in the beginning there was nothing, it was white and gray, and we had like trees made of stone, and that was pretty much it. And then fire came out of nowhere, and out of the fire a bunch of pygmies rose up, and they each grabbed part of it. So Nito was the first one, and he's the first of the dead, and he's just a collection of dead people. The first person
to die.
Yeah, he's literally like the god of death.
Okay.
Then the Witch of Izalith and her Daughters of Chaos. Witches are their own race in this series.
Okay.
And then Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. Gwyn is a god, and that is its own race as well. And the furtive pygmy, who's humanity.
Okay. So humans are considered pygmies to everything else?
Well, no. Pygmies are, like, beings that don't have... you'll see them later on. they're basically just like weird zombies. And then the dragons, who were the old ones of this world, who existed here first, but were totally violent towards the ones that rose up. So they started a war between the dragons, which were here first, and the pygmies that picked up the flames and turned into the different races. And lightning beat the crap out of dragons.
That creature's just a haystack.
Yeah, a little bit. I like Nito. He's super fucking Nito. Like,
okay.
And then this guy. The dragon what has no scales and no legs and don't even have eyes. Yeah, it's Seath the Scaleless. He is a dragon who turned on his own kind.
Okay. Alright, so this is like a prosperous, like, actual medieval world.
Yeah, but then the concept is eventually the fire started going out and dark started taking over instead. So we're slowly going back to the gray and the stone and the dragons and all this other shit.
Is this like someone we know?
No. So human beings begin to develop the accursed dark sign, which is a thing that I don't remember if you can see it on the character model or not. I think it's supposed to be on the back, on the left-hand side, like behind the heart. Or on the heart. I can't remember where in the game it actually is in this one. But it's a dark sign that turns you into an undead. So you're totally conscious, but you're slowly losing it. And it's called hollowing.
Befriend these mice that are skittering around?
Not these ones.
Oh, you can talk to animals though, right?
No. You can talk to some animals.
You mean the ones that are actually programmed in as NPCs?
Yeah, and it's not even fair to say animals. You can talk to things that otherwise would not be able to talk, but they have to be specific entities. It's not like you can walk up to monsters and talk to them.
So is this game really different if you can't tell what they're saying?
It's not super different. It's just a little more annoying because you don't understand what the hell they're trying to tell you. Like, there's a character later on that we're going to see who is explicitly, like, the one reason that ring exists. And she's pretty cool, and she actually gives you a lot of information, and without her, you don't know what the hell she's doing there.
Are those, like, mice encroaching on me?
No, they're just living here.
I like how they put, like, your hairstyle and stuff on for the cinema.
Oh, yeah. No, this is all in-game. This isn't, like, FMV or anything.
Still, though. It's
and that man dropped a body down there for you. He's got an item in his butt.
He's farting.
It looks a little like an ethereal fart, yeah.
Yeah, alright, so...
So, welcome to the Undead Asylum.